Friends, let's do this. This is habitat number one. That is habitat number two. This is the loft. And this is habitat number three. Of course, you know how the water gets in, then water gets in. I have a lot of condensation in here because I had some escapes. Some of the roaches escaped. I caught them, but I had to tighten it up so it kept more water in. Plus, since these are all connected, it's hard for moisture to escape. But I have moisture filtration systems on every last one, or aeration. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. First, I'm going to show you the way I get water in and out and food in and out. That will be this for habitat number one. This is a baby bottle thing. Can you see that? And that's how I get water and stuff in there in here. But while I'm going in here, let me show you something. I'm going to show you something, y'all. Check this out. Check this out. That's how they get from habitat number one to habitat number three. You see that? You see that's the entryway right there. Entry and exit. From the outside, that's what it would look like. And that's where it goes into the new one, which I'm going to get to in a minute. All right, let me put this back. Yeah, that's a baby bottle, y'all, that I had to use. That's how I get food and stuff in there. Okay, let's go to the loft. Of course, you know about the way we get from habitat number one to the loft. Hold on, let me show y'all something. We still got, there she go, look at her. German cockroach. She's still in there. Okay. Pill bugs galore. They're everywhere. They're all through habitat number one. They're everywhere. Look at that. This is habitat number one, y'all. Habitat number one. Pill bugs galore. This is their place now. This is where they roam. Okay, big country, as you know, if you've seen the last one, he shedded his skin and he's now grown. He is no longer a nymph. He is past the nymph stage, and there he is right there. You see him? That's big country, and he is brown and black. He's, I don't think he's smoky brown. I don't know if he's smoky brown. I'm not sure, but I know that he's definitely not that common cockroach, the American cockroach. He is not that. He is a breed, a different breed. Brownie is somewhere in habitat number two, or either he escaped because I haven't seen him. Okay, let's go. All right, this is habitat number one, and this is how they get from habitat number one to habitat number two. There's real grass in here now. It's growing because of all the moisture. That's a real blade of grass right there. You see it? They go in through here, and this is how they get to habitat number two. You see it? And right adjacent to it is habitat number three's entrance. See how that works? Let me show you. It's habitat number three. Habitat number two. This right here is just to put a little moisture sometimes in here, just to, because it's complicated, but I did that for aeration and a whole lot of other reasons. Okay, that's habitat number two, and that's the loft. Let's take a look at the loft right quick. This is the loft. Those pellets are dog food, okay? In the loft, I have earthworms now. They're under the moss. This is moss. That's the entrance to habitat number two. That's moss, and that's a piece of popcorn seed. I'm trying to see if that's gonna grow. As you can see, there are pill bugs in here, and a lot of them actually. And there might be springtails in here too, but for the sake of time, we're gonna move on. Okay, that's the entryway to the big tunnel that takes you back to habitat number one. As you can see, close that up. That entryway takes you to this big tunnel right here where they all congregate, talking about them pill bugs, right? And that tube, snails, pill bugs, all of them go through that from back and forth the same way they use the tunnel. Okay, this right here will take you to habitat number two, which is right here. That's how they get in from this side. That's what's on the other side. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you from their point of view. See that? That's how they get from one side to the other from their point of view. You see that? And this is from their point of view once again. from their point of view. Their point of view. You see that? I'm gonna try to do it again with this one right here. From their point of view, this is how they get back and forth. Okay, from their point of view. All right, let's get on back up. All right. That will take you here. All of that little debris, all those little dots. That is from the pill bugs. They exhume a lot of waste, and in doing so, they lose moisture. But because these habitats are filled with so much condensation, they can actually breathe air. They don't even have to hide. Pill bugs stay under things because they have to stay moist to breathe because they have gills, okay? But because there's so much moisture in here, they don't need to even hide. That's why they stay out even with the light on. See, I got moss in here too in habitat number 2. This is moss that I put up in here. And there are millipedes all over this. They usually be out. They've been mating and everything else. Okay, they have taken over this area. They're digging, all types of stuff. All right, we're in habitat number 2 now. This is what I call the jungle area with all of this real grass popping up. Real grass, you see it? Real grass. It's kind of cluttered because there's so much condensation. I apologize for that. It's all over the glass. It's not like I can get inside. I wish I could and show you these things, but I will probably get it ate up by one of these bugs. But yeah, look at that, see? Let's get to this, huh? That's the little pyramid. A lot of mold because of the condensation, but the springtails, which are all up and through here, they eat that. Even the pill bugs, they eat that stuff. There's nothing to them. All right. And as you can imagine, they are living all in this jungle right here. There are many pill bugs in here. That's one right there. You see it? Let me see if I can zoom in on them. That's just one. There he is. That's just one guy. One. If I had my lens, it would look a whole lot better. But yeah, he's doing what pill bugs do. Let me zoom back. Yep. Real grass. Look at this. That's a blade of grass right there. You see it? It done grew all the way up to the top. See that? And it starts right here. Right there with the other one, see? All the way to the top. There's nowhere to go, and I can't really take it out, so it's just gonna survive in there as long as it can. Those little baby pill bugs, they hide inside of these little straws. You see the straw right there? They actually hide in these little straw pieces because they're hollow. The babies, the big ones can't do it, but the babies do. If I had my lens right now, you'd be able to see it a whole lot better. Whole lot better. I should actually go get that lens, but I'm using a lot of tape, and I need to get to habitat number 3. All right, let me get over there to habitat number 3. All right, that is the entryway. That's the entryway and exit to habitat number 2, which we just left. This is habitat number 3, which is... That's how they get in, right here, right there. As you can see, I've mossed this up. That's synthetic moss, though. I've got the moss all over, all about. And this right here is another little thing I created to add food. It's just a basic top to a medicine thing, which actually goes all the way down, but I can't let you see it because there's information on it. This is the aeration that I created. I made it big so a whole lot of air could get in there so I could get these trees in. But let me show you the trees. Let's go down. Now, I'm going to show you this area, but I got to be a little careful because, like I said, I got a pill bottle inside that I use to feed these guys that has information on it that I don't want disclosed on YouTube. But in here are springtails, mites. Mites are also in the 2. But because all of these are connected, they could actually go from habitat to habitat. But right now, there are springtails and everything in this new habitat. which you might not be able to see, but I'm gonna try to find some. There are a bunch of them, but they're so small. Let's see if we can find some. Right. These are synthetic plants that I put in there. Yeah, so I caught a roach. The roach that had got out, the German roach, I caught him back. And I put him back in here, but I put him in this area this time, and he must have found a way to get back into the main habitat, but that's on him. He don't escape. Yeah, you see that? See this? This is habitat number 3. Let's move all this stuff out of the way. Habitat number 3, which you can see is much cleaner because it's brand new. You got rocks in there. I got the area where I feed them. That's the pill bottle I was telling you about. I drop food in and they can eat. All that dog food has protein and stuff. I only put like 1 or 2 in. And as you can see, there is a, okay, I was going to say there's a pill bug right there, but I was wrong. But let's keep it moving. Right, that is the entry and exit way right there. That takes you back to habitat number 1. From their point of view, let's see if I can. Now, I just seen a bunch of those springtails right as I was coming over here, and now I can't find one. That's crazy. Y'all making me look bad. They're in here, trust me. Trust me when I tell you they are in here. Maybe the light is spooking them, and it ain't like I just put 1 or 2 in there. It's a bunch of them. Let's see. I got to find one. Hold on. Well, guys, I'm trying to find at least one. I think I saw. There you go. Just slipping. There you go. Right there. Crawling up that leaf. Crawling. Now, these leaves are synthetic. You got something right there too. See it? All of the stuff I put in here is synthetic for the most part. Trees, grass, rocks, the moss, all of that. The rocks are real. However, I added some of the fauna from habitat number 1 that is real and try to amalgamate the area, to blend it so it'll seem more palatable to these guys. But yes, this is habitat number 3, y'all. Habitat number 3. I'm digging it because it's brand new and it don't have no condensation in it yet. And I'm gonna try my daggerness not to let that happen. This is the water system that I got for that. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, I put sponges at the bottom that goes up to here, sponge at the top to keep them from using this as a way to escape. But that is for them to drink and just to keep moisture in. It has to be some moisture in there. Not a lot, but some. Okay. Yeah, this is a nice area. Do you see it? Can you see how it's made? I'm going to show you how it's made. You got the trees over there, the rocks over there, the tree on the rock, the tree and the water, and a little pathway around the big rock with those small rocks, and all the way around you got the moss. And then, of course, the way out and in to habitat number 1. So big country can come in here anytime he feel like it. So any pill bug, anything. All of these areas are connected, you see? They're all connected. All of them, except for these 2. This is habitat number 1. It's habitat number 2, excuse me. Habitat 2, habitat 3. They're not connected as of yet. I'm not really pressed on it because this is the way to 1 and that is the way to 3. And it's a hop, skip, and a jump, actually. In the loft is where all the pill bugs be at. Plus the slugs are in habitat number 1. I got this magnifying glass with a light on it. You know what I'm saying? Go to the dollar store, get it for $1. This right here, pill bottle, baby. Water, string. Put the water inside. Boom, boom, boom. It goes down. That's habitat number 2. Into that little string thing. That's how the water gets in there. You see that? Just like this one, similar. All right, and this one right here, of course, I've already shown you that one. That's the one that got the information on the outside. A little bit of dog food down there, but that's how I get this stuff down there. See? Real dog food, not drugs. Crazy people. But we have 15 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. That's Habitat 3, and I'm gonna get it all straight. I'm gonna come back with a new video. I'm glad you watched. Thank you very much. Aboriginal Nature Channel, Aboriginal Nature Boy, baby.